there, Perry Academy. It's Ms. Vance, your school counselor here, and it's time we had a little chat. You see, in 6th grade, some things start happening. Some things are really great, like making new friends, and some things are not so great, like, well, puberty. There, I said it, the dreaded stage of adolescence that no one dares to speak of. A time of growth spurts, figuring out who you are, crushes, mood swings, and armpit hair. What's not to love? Don't worry, we aren't going to have the talk right here over announcements. That is something you can ask your parents about if they haven't already bombarded you with that awkward conversation. But I do want to talk to you about one thing related to these changes that is important for you to know about and pay attention to. Hygiene. Hygiene. Conditions or practices conducive to maintaining health and preventing disease, especially through cleanliness. Basically, hygiene is keeping yourself germ, dirt, and odor free. I'm going to give you some tips on practicing good hygiene. First off, let's start with my favorite, sweat. Why is it my favorite, you ask? Well, sweating is pretty darn important. Sweat helps cool your body down when it's getting hot. Now, you've had sweat glands all of your life, actually about 2 to 4 million of them. But thanks to puberty, these glands are now more active and starting to shoot out chemicals that don't smell too great. 2 to 4 million glands shooting out smelliness. But don't panic. Sweat happens to all of us. So how do you know if it's a problem for you? The tricky part is a lot of times, people are unable to smell their own body odor. That doesn't mean you can't smell check yourself. If those smell tests don't go too well, if people seem to back away from you, hold their nose in your presence, or your mom keeps telling you that you smell, you may want to work on your hygiene. Here's what you can do to help prevent a problem with sweating and the odor it often brings with it. Number 1, bathe. You should be bathing at least once every 2 days, and always on days of activity, like PE or a sports or dance practice. 2, deodorize. In case you didn't know, deodorant only covers up the smell of sweat. Antiperspirant actually stops or dries up sweating. Therefore, I recommend a deodorant that has antiperspirant. What good is sweat that smells like flowers? Deodorant should be applied after bathing, when you are getting dressed in the morning, and immediately after activity. Again, like PE, hint hint. Don't tell anyone, but I actually keep some deodorant and antiperspirant in my desk drawer even. Number 3, wear clean clothes. I mean clothes that are actually clean, not just clothes that look clean. If they are laying in a pile on your floor with socks and dirty clothes, they likely picked up a little yuck from all that stuff. Do yourself and those around you a favor and choose something you know is clean. Again, try the smell test. Also, you are old enough to do your own laundry, so no excuses here, folks. 4, lastly, don't forget about those little beauties that work so hard to carry you around all day, your feet. Take the time to air out and wash socks and shoes from time to time. It's always my luck that my favorite pair of boots make my feet smell like the sewer, so I have to wash them often, sometimes more than once. So, bathe, use antiperspirant, wear clean clothes, and free your feet from time to time. Warning! Warning! Use of cologne or perfume does not cover up poor hygiene. Trust me. Your favorite cologne is not a substitute for good, clean habits. All it does is make it even harder for those around you to breathe. So bathe, deodorize, keep up on your laundry, free your feet, and if you must, spritz a small amount of your favorite lovely scent onto your body. You follow these 4 steps and sweat has nothing on you. This message is brought to you by a school counselor, 6th grade staff, and fellow students that wish to go through their day without having to avoid smelling your sweat. Keep clean, PMA.
Created using Powtoon.